Hey guys, what's up? It's iPhone here, and welcome to episode 28 of Warframes Beginner's Guide 2.0. And in this episode, we're going to be looking at nightmare mods and just different things that will help you throughout the game from this point onwards. Because you already know how to get Forma, you know how to get R5 fusion cores, you know how to level your frames, you know how to credit farm and different things like that there. So really all we're looking for now is things that is going to up your damage and up your survivability within the game. So today, first off, we're going to be looking at nightmare mods. What these basically are is mods that you can get from doing a specific mission on a specific, well, not a specific planet, you can do them on any planet that you basically have completed every node on. So for example, if we go over to, I think Jupiter I have completed, actually I don't have completed, okay, that sucks, but basically what's going to happen is any planet that you have like every node completed, with the exception of very easy planets such as Venus, there's going to be this node on it where you're able to do a nightmare mission. So the boss will be highlighted red. Let me see if I have Earth. Nope, I don't. Basically what you have to do is you have to go and you have to complete every node on a planet. I recommend Jupiter because it's really easy. You complete every node on that planet. So if we go back over to Jupiter, we'll see that I have to complete 1, 2, 3, not that much more nodes, okay, basically. So any node that has like the little glowing outline around it, I have to go ahead and complete those, and then I'll be able to do a nightmare mission. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, complete all these missions, and then a nightmare node will appear on Famitsu, so the Alabi assassination. So give me a sec. So now, as you can see, since I completed all the missions, this now has got a different symbol on it. So if I click on it, it'll say Nightmare Assassination Corpus. And this is going to allow us to play the nightmare version of this mission. You can either do it solo or with a team. But basically what this means is that a certain like condition is going to be implemented in. So it may be energy drain, it may be no shields, it could be anything, or it could be like something stupid like low gravity. It all depends. Completely random. So energy drain mode, low gravity mode, I actually got 2 because, yeah, they're just trying to make this a pain in the ass for me. So I'm actually using my Soma Prime. I'll show you the build after this. It's got 4 Forma on it, so that's why I told you guys to go rack up like 4 Forma or start to farm it. I seen a comment saying that a guy never got any Forma, which is just crazy. That's really bad RNG. T4 and T3 missions have a tendency to usually give you that on the rotation C, so 20 minutes or 20 waves. So yeah, just to kind of screw you over from getting the really rare prime parts. But yeah, that's some really bad RNG if he wasn't able to get that at all. And because energy drain is on right now, it cancels out my energy siphon, so that's my aura mod, so I can't really use any of my abilities unless I spam my energy plates down, which I don't really want to be doing. So I'm not going to do that there. I'm just going to completely rely on my Soma Prime for damage. I didn't swap to magnetic damage or anything on it because this is the one build that I have for it. So, but I'll show you guys that in this video. I also have 2 other things to show you. Yeah, 2 other things to show you. So that'll be that. So we're just basically just going to be completing this mission as you normally would, and then you get a nightmare mod at the end. So you skip the cutscene. You guys probably already know how to kill Alabi, pretty simple. I'm actually going to spam radio blind here to make it easier for me. Basically what you do is you go over, you kill Alabi first, and then you get wrecked. I'm just going to hit revive because why not. Another radio blind, and then use lay into him like so, and then murder Sunuka. Radio blind again. So you can see how nightmare missions can kind of screw you over. That energy drain, I wasn't expecting that at all. I was expecting something like no shields. That's why I brought Excalibur, which is a pretty energy reliant frame for his what's it called? His Exalted Blade and his Radio Blind. So that's why I brought him, because I thought I could just go in, stun them, and kill them. But oh well, Sunuka killed me. So the boss's level is going to scale with the equipment you have on, so if you are willing to take the risk, you can take off things like your secondary weapon or your melee weapon, and that's that. I actually needed this mod, so this is Seeking Fury. They're basically dual stat mods, which will give you a plus or negative to a particular stat, which is very nice. The mod that you've seen in a previous video, I don't know where I showed it at, but I think it was on my Murloc, the mod Lethal Torrent, you can get that from there. So I definitely recommend going and playing Nightmare mod or Nightmare mode just to get Lethal Torrent, because it's a mod that you definitely need on all of your secondary weapons, if like with the exception of maybe one or two. So I definitely go ahead, recommend playing Nightmares. This here is a very good mod as well for shotguns. So yeah, Nightmare mode, Nightmare mods, you get the gist of it. So next up, what I'm going to be showing you is spy missions. I'm actually going to have like a little overlay on the screen right now. But saying you guys went and got Loki, which I assume that you went and got Loki because he's definitely a very good frame. I'll show you a build for him now, as well as that Summer Prime that I was using. This is my Loki Prime. So if we go into upgrade, he can be used for two things. He can either be used for crowd control, which is this build right here, where you build for range. So you have your overextended and stretch, and if you have the new mods Cunning Drift, you can use those. That'll just give you max range. Then you go for your max efficiency, which is your streamline and floating expertise, 175. And then you're able to spam that and basically disarm all the enemies with radial disarm, making it so that they can shoot. And then the next use for them, which is the one that I'm going to be talking about in this video, is duration, where you basically stay invisible for about, with this build, 33 seconds. So you have your max Narrow-Minded, max Prime Continuity, your Constitution, which is a Nightmare mod, so you can get that from Nightmare, Overextend It and Streamline, Overextend It and Stretch for your range, and then Streamline for your efficiency on here, because you stay in invisibility for like 33 seconds, so there's no really need to spam anything. So now I have a Cunning Drift on for no reason at all, so that shouldn't even be there. But basically what you want to be doing with Loki is you want to be getting your duration or your range as high as possible. In this video we're going to be concentrating on the duration, and basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing spy missions. So what spy missions allow you is a chance to get mods such as these. So Rhyme Rounds and where's the other one? Ferment Rounds. So they're basically the fire and ice dual stat elemental mods. So basically what they're going to do is they're going to give you 60% extra insert elemental damage here, and then 60% extra status chance on top of that. So that's very good for weapons which are high in status, such as your Vecor Murloc. So if I were to take off all these mods down here, and all these mods here, basically what I'd be able to, this is the base stat. So at base you have a 35% status chance, which is really damn high. So if I were to throw on a, say, Barrel Effusion, that'll put that status chance up to 61.2%, because I'm shooting more than one bullet every shot. And then if I were to throw on Lethal Torrent, it would increase it even further, so that's your multi-shot taking effect right there. And then if I were to throw on something such as those dual stat elemental mods, which I don't actually think, yeah, I do have some, my Frostbite, and then my Pistol Pestilence, that'll give me a 98.4% status chance, which is actually crazy. Especially if you take account the damage that you may be doing. For this case, we're doing viral damage, which basically halves enemies' health. So that's actually pretty good. So every time you proc that there, it's going to just eat away at the enemy's health. So this allows you to proc elements and physical damage types such as Impact, Puncher, and Slash more often. So it's very useful. And a lot of people use that there for like high-end builds on the Dread, for example. That's what I use it on. If I were to give you guys a quick rundown on my Dread build, I build for my crit, so obviously my Vital Sense and Point Strike for that critical chance and damage, so these two mods right here. Then I give myself an extra little bit of slash damage with this Fan Fusillade mod. You will not be able to get this because this is an event mod only. You have Speed Trigger, which is basically the fire rate, so how fast you charge your bow up. Then I have Suresh and the Split Chamber on for more damage, and then I'm able to give myself a 66.8% status chance, and then I put on Viral, and basically what this is going to do is it's going to proc my Viral damage and my slash damage and just eat away at the enemy's health a lot, plus the damage on top. My crit damage, which is 4.4 times multiplier, and crit chance being 125. So yeah, that's pretty much that. So we're going to be looking at how to get those, and you get those from spy missions. Again, as I said, I'm going to have a chart on the screen and a link in the description to the article on the wiki page. And basically, if you look at the missions levels and the missions that it says, there's different like status mods that you can get. You can get them for melee, primary, and secondary. Based on the level, depends on which one you get. So you kind of just have to refer back to the chart whenever you're going for a particular type 1. So I can't really give you a walkthrough on where to go to get a particular mod, but I'm going to assume that you're going to look at that and then refer back to it. So based on the level is based on which mod you get. So if you play mid-level, you'll get the pistol, or if you play low-level, you'll get the melee. If you play high-level, you get the primary. That's just how I'm assuming that it goes. So another thing is the Eris, I think it is. Yeah, Eris, this is basically the infested planet. If you play hive missions on here, you actually get, such as this one, it works the same as sabotage missions, where it spawns the free containers. If you go around and open those, you have a chance to get the dual stat electric element at the end. So I definitely recommend that. And then to get the poison one, all you have to do is play T4 missions and kill the corrupted Vor, which is the boss that spawns in T4 missions, and he'll drop all of the poison ones. So hive missions on Eris for elemental or electricity, any spy mission for fire and ice, and then T4 void for your poison or your toxin. So that's how that goes. And then last but not least, we have these things up here called invasions. So if we look at this little fist, basically there's these things called invasions, which are basically two factions fighting against each other. So basically what this does is you either side with one faction. Right now it's just like infested versus corpus. You can't side with the infested, but you can side with the corpus. So if I were to go here, I don't even have it unlocked, which kind of sucks. Go to this one. Here it is. So, infested outbreak. It'll bring up this screen. It'll be Grineer versus infested, and then you have to do it a total of 3 times. And then after the percentage on here, the status that it says on that little white thing, once that hits 0, you will get that reward there if you completed it 3 times. What this also allows you to do is whenever the Grineer are fighting against the corpus, you can choose which side you want to side with, basically. And it kind of works like the Stalker in a way, where if you fight against the Grineer or you fight against the corpus a particular amount of times, then an assassin is going to come after you. So what you can do to check what you are marked by is you can go in and go to show profile. And you see right now it only says that I'm marked for death by the Stalker. So if I were to play an invasion mission against the Grineer about 5 times, basically what would happen is Counselor Vehek would send me a message saying that my meddling will not be tolerated, and then he would send these enemies called the Gristag Free after me. And what the Gristag Free are, they're basically Grineer like lizard looking things, and they'll come in and they'll wreck you. But the thing with this here is, what these enemies drop is the good part. They can drop a weapon, they can drop a ship, they can drop multi-shot mods. So the Barrel Diffusion mod that you see me use in one of my videos beforehand, you can get that. Split Chamber, you can get that, and Hell's Chamber, you can get that. So those are all of the multi-shot mods for all of the different tiers of weapons. So Shotgun is Hell's Chamber, Split Chamber is Rifle, and Barrel Diffusion is your pistol. They can also drop Natural Talent, which basically increases your casting speed. So you cast your abilities faster, which is really nice for particular frames like Necros. And the ship is just kind of a nice cosmetic type thing. And then you have your Brak, which is a weapon that, you know, I've never used before, but it's a 5-round revolver, which is pretty damn deadly up close. I think I have the blueprint in here, actually. Let's see. Do I? No, I don't. Okay, yeah, I don't have it. But I have the Brak barrel, and it's a very deadly secondary weapon whenever you're using it up close. But you have to kind of use it at shotgun range. I've never used it before, but that's just what I hear about the Brak. So I still think the Vekor Marlock is the best secondary in the game. And those are just ways to get the mods to help complement that. So you're going to be getting Barrel Diffusion, looks like this. And I can show you guys Natural Talent as well, which I use on here. So this is improved casting speed of Warframe abilities by 50%. So yeah, that's pretty much that. I can show you the ship that you might get as well. It's up in here. There it is. Well, that's a skin for it, but that's basically the ship right there. So I think, yep, here it is, the Scimitar ship. So that's kind of cool. So have fun, guys. The G3 are pretty deadly, and same thing goes for if you side with the Grineer versus the Corpus. You get marked by the Sanuka Hunter, and he only drops the Detron, but he can capture you and then put you into a kill mission, which I've never actually played before, so there's that. And yeah, that's pretty much that. If the G3 kill you, they will put another Ascaris on your leg, just like at the start, and you're going to have to craft that thing in the foundry to take it off, or else you're going to take more damage versus Grineer. So yeah, that's pretty much that, and I know I said that about twice, but thanks for watching this video, guys. If you liked it, please hit that like button below, and you want to see more Warframe content from me, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.